What's up guys, it's Samurai here, and today we're taking a look at Dark Tyranitar. So he's one of the viable fighting options for the meta. He's a stage 2, 90 HP Pokemon that has two very viable attacks as well. So first off, Mountain Smasher, flip a number of coins equal to the number of fighting energy cards attached, and you do 20 times the number of heads. And then for each heads, you discard that many from the top of your opponent's deck. So it does respectable damage while milling the opponent's deck. So it's a very viable attack. I mean, this in certain situations can basically set you up for a win condition with deck out for the opponent. Fling Away though is the primary attack, and it's pretty crazy as well. So if they only have one Pokemon in play, it does base 50. But if they have a benched Pokemon, then you do 30 to the active and 30 to the bench for a total of 60 damage. So I mean, most of the time they're gonna have at least they're gonna have at least a benched Pokemon, right? So the fact that you're doing a 30 snipe with a 30 to the active is pretty insane. Also, the fact that he's a dark type Pokemon, you can boost his damage output with Darkness Energy, which adds 10 damage if you have the word dark in your name or you are an actual dark type. So that's good. So then you're doing 40 to the active and 30 to the bench. Like, it's very reminiscent of Night Spear's Darkrai, because Night Spear does 90 and 30 to the bench, and it's like initially you would think that it's not much damage, right? 90 and 30, but that extra 30 snipes sets up so many win conditions. It's the same in this case. The fact that you're doing a 30 to the bench sets up a ton of win conditions for revenge kills and for just getting rid of opponents' attackers before they get powered up. That's why once you get Fling Away set up, it does really well against any kind of deck, because they are never protected by going to the bench. And then this format where switch is so rare and Gust of Wind forces the opponent to also switch your active, like in this kind of format, it makes bench sniping worth more. So other thing to mention though is he is weak to grass and resistant to electric. So one really bad thing about the format is there are a couple of fighting resistant Pokemon, and so this will this will have struggle against something that has fighting resistance. But then also there's plenty of grass Pokemon too, like Dark Muck is the #1 example. Crobat and some other grass types are also there. So weakness to grass is actually pretty bad. Against a grass type of deck, you really don't have that many options. We do run a dark type Tyranitar as a tech of but you're usually not going to get him in play. It's very rare. This is going to be your primary attacker. So against a grass deck, it's going to struggle a lot. But anyway, let's move on to the rest of the deck so we can show you what's going on. So he's the only line that we're running. There's no support Pokemon outside of Cleffa. So Cleffa is your definitive card of Gen 2. It's used to set up your board in the early phases of the game. He has free retreat, and the baby rule means that the opponent has to flip a coin if they want to attack it. So it's very good to slow down the meta and get everyone set up so that the match ends up being a pretty good competitive match. 4 count to make it consistent. We have the 4 count of Larvitar. So he's a 40 HP basic with 1 retreat. The weakness resistance stays the same. Leer is pretty good. If you get it heads, then the opponent can't attack. Rock Throw is also pretty good. For 2 energy, you do 20. You don't really see 20 damage output for a basic that's going to evolve eventually to a stage 1, or stage 2 rather. So there's that. We're also going to run 4 Dark Pupitar. He has 60 HP, and both of these attacks are pretty much viable. So Rock Tackle does 40 for 2 fighting, and Explosive Evolution is pretty interesting. So you flip a coin if it's heads, does 10 damage to all of your opponent's Pokemon, and then you search for Dark Tyranitar and you evolve into Dark Tyranitar. So if you get the heads off of the Explosive Evolution, you're seeking out the Tyranitar to evolve while doing damage. That's pretty cool. But it is a coin flip, and so it's hard to get it to work consistently, obviously. It's 50% of the time against any normal Pokemon. Against babies, it becomes 25%. So it's not very reliable, but hey, the option is there in case you really need to seek out a Dark Tyranitar and you have no way of changing your hand to seek him out. So a 4 count of him. 3 count of Dark Tyranitar and a single count of the Dark type Tyranitar. So This Tyranitar is here to mitigate our weakness, also to give us psychic resistance, because psychic is a common type in the meta. This one has 100 HP, and both of these attacks, since we're going to be running Darkness Energy, Trample will be able to get set up. It says for each bench Pokemon in play, you flip a coin. If it's heads, the attack does 30 damage to that Pokemon. So it hurts you and it hurts the opponent. A 30 snipe across the board is really insane, though. I mean, this will one-shot all babies. We just talked about how a 30 snipe from the fighting type Tyranitar becomes so important to get critical KOs. This is 30 everywhere. It's insane the amount of damage output Trample can do. Plus, he does a base 50 against the active with 2 Darkness Energy that becomes 70. So you're doing 70 to the active with 30 everywhere. This is a ridiculous attack. Slam is something you can get set up, though, in the meantime. Flip 2 coins, attack does 30 damage times the number of heads. Sometimes you'll put Darkness Energy to add up to some of these things, and so if you get 1 heads, it becomes 40 or 50. 40 50 is your normal average damage output for most decks. So it's a pretty good attack. Like I said, he's only here simply to get rid of the grass weakness and to have a psychic resistance option. The only really way, if you notice that we have our stage 1 is going to be Dark Pupitar, and Dark Pupitar cannot evolve into Dark Tyranitar. So the only way we can get a Tyranitar in play is if we get a Larvitar, Tyranitar, and our single copy of Breeder. So when I tell you that he's a tech Pokemon, he is a very tech Pokemon, because the only way to get him in play is with a single copy of Breeder and to have him in your hand at the same time. So don't expect it to happen too often, but hopefully in the matches that it matters, you get him in play. So moving on to the rest of everything. So one thing to mention before we go on is the retreat cost. Cleffa's free, but Tyranitar, Dark Tyranitar both have 3. However, Dark Pupitar and Larvitar only have 1. So you can still technically utilize Double Gust so long as you don't evolve to the full Dark Tyranitar. Also, we run Balloon Berry, which is a tool that you can attach to a Pokemon, and when you retreat, you discard the berry instead of your energy. And so you're on 2 count to be able to shuffle around our Dark Tyranitars if it comes to it. Most of the time, though, if you get one set up and you're doing Fling Away, they're not getting their attacker set up. And so you have plenty of time to charge up another one. This is why I say it's kind of an all-or-nothing deck. If you don't get set up, you get screwed. But if you get set up, then it's like you're going to eventually build another one within a couple of turns. And then you're just going to overwhelm the opponent with snipes and damage. It's pretty crazy. Anyway, moving on to the rest of the deck, we have 15 energy and 4 darkness energy. So Dark Tyranitar, Dark Pupitar, and our darkness type Tyranitar, all 3 of them can use darkness energy. So a 4 count is very, very understandable. Fighting energy at 15 is also important because, like I said, we have 4 energy costs, and so you're gonna bump up your energy counts just a little bit. This is a total of 19 energy, which is a little on the high end, but is necessary for a Pokemon that has a 4 energy attack. We talked about the 1 Breeder. In case you don't know what Breeder is, it's rare candy for this format. It's the first print of the rare candy effect, essentially. You just put a stage 2 from your hand onto a basic, and it becomes a stage 2, so a single copy of that. 2 Pokemon Trader. It's Pokemon communication in the modern age, but this is the first print of it. So you basically trade 1 Pokemon in hand to 1 in the deck, and it's a way of getting the right Pokemon in play at the right times. A 2 count simply because we don't have multiple evolution lines. We just have a single evolution line, and so the chances of you needing to trade away is not as high, and so a 2 count instead of 3. 2 Good Manners is going to be a way of seeking out your basics, seeking out Cleffa, seeking out Larvitars. If a Tyranitar gets KO'd, then you definitely need another Larvitar. You usually don't want to set up too many Larvitars, and so you're going to be searching for them mid-late game once things get knocked out. So 2 Good Manners to help search for that and to get set up early. 3 Double Gust. Like I said, our retreat cost is pretty high on the attacker, but our early evolutions have 1 retreat. So Double Gust is a good way of getting the opponent's attacker on the bench into the active spot. One good thing to keep in mind is the fact that because Dark Tyranitar has so much HP, is 90 HP at base. We even run the stadium that boosts the HP by 20 to 110. That's a crazy amount of HP to use. So because we have such high HP, we're usually not too worried about setting up a Tyranitar, just a single one, and leaving it as the only active, Not many things will be able to one-shot a 110 HP Pokemon or even a 90 HP Pokemon. So Double Gust becomes Lysander in that situation if you don't have any other Pokemon in play. 2 Moo-Moo Milk is going to be a way of healing. So we run 2 Moo Milk N4 Goldberry. This is going to, because the Tyranitar is 90 HP, he's only ever going to get one shot if it's a grass type attack. So you're going to be able to heal more often than not. Moo Milk is a good way of doing so. It's the riskier version of Potion, where you flip 2 coins, and for each heads you heal 20. So you could potentially hit 40, likely heal 20, sometimes heal nothing. So that is a risk-reward kind of situation. A 2 count for extra healing. 4 Goldberry is the other way of healing. So Goldberry, it heals 40 damage if at any point your Pokemon accumulates 40 or more damage. So, and it's also a tool that you attach and you discard once it's used. So it's pretty cool. It's a primary way of healing. It's a 4 count. We're going to use it plenty of times because of Dark Tyranitar's HP. A single copy of Energy Charge is all we're really going to need. We're not really dependent on the Darkness Energy to do damage output, like we would with Metal Energy and Steelix to prevent damage. So we can always lose a couple of Darkness and not be too worried about it. Energy Charge is just a one of, you know, if you have to flip a coin if it's heads, then you shuffle 2 Special Energy from your discard pile into your deck, or any energy really. But it's a coin flip, and so if it's tails, it's going to work 50% of the time. It's not really too essential to the deck, but a 1 count is always useful to have. 4 count of Professor Elm. He is the definitive supporter for the format. In a format without supporters, you shuffle your hand, draw 7, then you can't play any more trainer cards. Use them late game to be able to find things that you need, because you're not going to have Cleffas inactive if you're attacking with your Tyranitars. So Cleffa's early game, Elm's late game. Talked about the Bloomberry. 2 Rockets Hideout is going to be a stadium that bumps our HP higher than 90 and 60. So this will turn them into 110 and 80. Very good boost to have. That's a pretty critical amount of HP increase, 90 to 110. It's pretty insane. So a 2 count of Rockets Hideout, because we're going to use it to boost our HPs. 2 count of Garbage Run. It's kind of like Super Rod in the modern meta, first print of it. You shuffle any 3 basic Pokemon evolution cards or basic energy, and you put them in your deck. So it's a good way of recovering energy, especially since our energy costs are 4. You're going to want to keep plenty of energy on hand. Also going to recover lines. Take note that we have the single copy of Tyranitar, and we only run 3 copies of the Dark Tyranitar, so if 1 or 2 of these goes down, then Garbage Run really will become essential. Also, Larvitars, if you have a slow setup and you end up losing 2 Larvitars, then you're going to want to get those back to keep a late game, late game momentum. So that's the full deck. I was surprised. I had to play test with this more extensively than I would have other ones, simply because searching for matches was a little more difficult this time around. But I was pretty surprised with how viable this was. I didn't think it was going to be as great as it turned out to be. The fact that Mountain Smasher gives you a potential win condition with deck out, and the fact that it's a 30-30 snipe, which is just I seriously underestimated how valuable a 30 snipe to the bench could be while you're doing damage to the active. It's one thing like with Umbreon, let me pull him up here. It's one thing like with Umbreon where your feint attack only hits the 30 anywhere on the field. There's nothing else involved. If you're not hitting the active, you're just hitting the bench. That's one thing. But when you're doing a damage to the active while doing damage to the bench, and both the amount of damages are pretty ridiculous at 30. It makes a big difference, and so yeah, Fling Away is just busted. The fact also that this 30 damage snipe is unaffected, it seems like it's unaffected by a baby rule. So if you can KO a baby for for free basically, while you're doing damage to the active, this is insane. Your ability to take prizes is ridiculous with this kind of attack. So yeah, I think it's viable if you can get it set up fast enough. It's going to take at minimum 4 turns, likely more though, to get set up. So it's a risk reward kind of thing. But try it out. It's good. It's fun. Fighting is an uncommon type in the meta, and so when you get a viable fighting type, it's pretty fun. The resistance to electric is kind of interesting too. You don't usually see electric resistance in the modern meta, so in the early days they did have this. So yeah, let's go on to the matches. All right, we got a match here against Jay Jameson. So we'll start with the Cleffa, and let's see what he's playing. And of course he's playing grass, which pretty much screws us. He's actually playing Grass Energy too, which means he probably has other grass Pokemon in play as well. We're gonna have to trader this for a Larvitar. This is not gonna be very good, man. So we'll do this, and then we'll Eek. And he's actually probably gonna KO us, yeah. Let's see. Okay. So that's one prize gone. That's fine though. I mean, we have 2 Larvitars in hand. He's playing Dark Muck. So how does this affect us? Let's see. We'll go ahead and bench these guys. We'll attach this here. And we'll Good Manners for another Cleffa. Okay. Bench the Cleffa, and now we can just Eek. He can't play the Slashing Strike again without a retreat. He'll probably figure that out. Like, he'll probably find a way to retreat or do something. Wait, what happened here? So, I don't know. Something about this looks weird, but it's fine. We'll attach this to Larvitar. We're going to definitely Elm at this point. And hopefully get a Pupitar, which we don't. So we're just going to Eek. There's a Pupitar. Now if he plays Double Gust, we're pretty much screwed. Because I believe, yeah, he just KOs me. So that would be awful. Okay, good. So he didn't do that. So we'll do this. We'll attach one more fighting here. The Rocket's Hideout actually helps him. But does it help me more or does it help him more? That's the question. So my Tyranitar's HP is 90. And he will do 50 with Poison. Or 80 with Scyther. So either way, it doesn't KO me. I do 50 with my attack. He has 60 HP, so I don't play it yet. I'm going to eat because I need the Tyranitar in hand. And I have basically that. I can even get the Dark Tyranitar in play. I'm pretty sure I take that. Because this is not going to happen. This chance of getting these cards in hand is going to be very rare. So I'm going to get the Dark Tyranitar in play. And then Breeder into that. So now I have something that doesn't get hurt by grass. I could start setting him up if I wanted to. And I'm pretty sure I should. So we'll go ahead and attach this here. And then we'll Eek again. Yeah, we're going to Eek again. Alright, there is a Dark Tyranitar and another Dark Energy. So we can attack with the Grass Weak Tyranitar, or we can continue to set up the Dark Tyranitar. He's going for a Warp Point, it looks like. He attaches a Goldberry. He actually just retreated everything. So that I'm actually honestly perfectly fine with that. I'm going to go ahead and evolve just so that I'm no longer a threat of getting one-shot. I'll actually attach the second Dark to Tyranitar. This will commit me to using him as a primary. The rest of my hand is okay. I'm just going to Eek. Didn't get that, but that's fine. We don't have a Double Gust, which is kind of what we were looking for. There's a Pineco. He's going to play Fortress. I guess he does eventually. I guess he plays the Scizor. Yeah, he's going to play the Scizor. Alright, so once again, the Stadium is going to help him a lot because both of his Pokemon get benefit from it. So now we'll just go ahead and attach a Fighting to this one. This guy's not fully set up. I really need a Double Gust in hand. And the Balloon Berry is great too. If I can top deck a Double Gust here, that would have been awesome. But instead, now we have a fully set up Tyranitar and almost a fully set up Dark Tyranitar. So we're going to go ahead and I'm going to do the Elm because I'm not guaranteed to Eek. I'm going to go ahead and I feel like I want to attach the Balloon Berry to someone here. Do I do it automatically? Yeah, I attach it preemptively because I'm looking for a Double Gust. So now we'll flip, and we don't get anything. If I attach the energy for the turn, I have. So we'll Eek, and there's a Double Gust. All right, so perfect. So now I'm set up to be able to Double Gust and do some form of attack. Trample or Slam is my options. Trample will do 70 to the active, and Slam will do, if we get one heads, we'll do 50. So we're definitely going to do Trample. I feel like we're gonna hurt ourselves quite a bit, but this is just something that we're gonna have to go for. I'm definitely gonna attack the Scyther because Trample will KO him. Well, actually, let me see if it was. So his 2 Steel is canceling my 2 Dark, but he has 60 HP, and so if I attach one more Dark here, then I think that works out. So first we'll Double Gust and see who he brings up. If he brings up the Tyranitar with the Bloomberry, then I can just I can just retreat. So now I'll retreat into the Tyranitar here. I'll attach a Dark to the active to get Trampled to do 60 damage, which is gonna do a lot of damage to him. And then I just attach the Dark Energy. So I Trample. I take a KO, and he hits 30 on everyone. Holy crap! Wow. Wow. What? Did he actually just hit 30 on? Wow. Well, we got tails on all of ours. Wow. Unbelievable. That was absolutely insane. That was ridiculous. Wow. Alright, I mean, do I trample now? I don't need to, right? I just slam. I mean, it will slam if I get 2 tails, though. Then he does. He has a Goldberry on. I just slam. I'm pretty sure. I'm not gonna risk KOing both of my Cleffas. Or I can maybe, yeah. I'm just gonna trample, have some fun. I'm already so far ahead. We'll trample. Okay, so did that just happen again? It did. He had has again on everything. Maybe broken. Maybe it's broken. I don't know, but I guess I'm just going for trample again. That's okay. So they actually hit me now. Okay, so yeah. All right, so that was insane. Yup. Wow. Oh, that is just wow. So 2 turns, basically 2 tramples. Everything of his gets hit, nothing of mine gets hit. And then this very last turn, something of mine gets hit, but I still KO him. So we should have lost this match so many times because it's grass, grass versus grass weak. I mean, it's crazy. I'm actually shocked that he retreated and started cleffing because it gave me time to set up the Dark Tyranitar, or rather the Dark type Tyranitar. So I don't know. Maybe he should have been more aggressive with that. But then again, against that kind of luck that we just got, I don't know what he could have done. But that was that was just insane. So yeah, let's go on to the next one. Alright, we got a match here against JM Dude. We'll start with a Cleffa. And we get to go first. There's a Larvitar. We can go ahead and attach an energy here, and we'll eek. Let's see, he's obviously playing item lock, which means that to get rid of the Mew, I'm going to need to power up a Larvitar. Do this, and we can to burn some of our trainers. We can Goldberry this guy, or I really kind of don't want to evolve this because I need to deal with this guy somehow, right? But he's going to retreat. So I evolve. And then I Goldberry. Right, I can't do that. So I play this instead. Eventually, what I'm going to be able to do is get a Larvitar to be able to deal with the Mew. For now, I need an attacker that'll hit something else, because he's not going to be attacking with this thing, so, or at least not for too long. So we'll do that. And yeah, let's see how he does. Double Gust will really help to be able to do some damage against her. So we do this. We can, once again, we need to burn energy. Or not energy, but we're going to have to burn our trainers because the item lock is incoming. So I'm gonna do this here, and then we'll Elm. Attach energy, already did that. So I Eek. If I can get one more turn and get a Larvitar in play, then I can deal with Mew by not evolving that one. I just need one more turn. He's not set up either, so I think he'll give me the one turn. I'm inclined not to play this because I know it's going to help his Pokemon too. Okay, so we're trader the Cleffa for another Larvitar. This will be our way of two-shotting Mew. Do that, attach this here, and might as well do this here, and then we'll Eek. There's a Double Gust. Do this. Pretty sure I retreat into the Larvitar to Rock Throw for 20. Now he's set up for a KO one turn. He's got to retreat now if he wants to save it. He'll probably retreat to the Cleffa. He's gonna retreat for sure to the Cleffa. I guess his hand is just not working for him. He might want to Eek. Yeah, he's gonna Eek. Now still, I can actually for all effects of attacks, you can't use this Pokemon with Mews, asleep, confused, or paralyzed, and number of heads. I guess the attack won't hit him. What I can do is he confused himself, so I can Double Gust now. Yeah, we're gonna Double Gust. Send up the Gloom. Attach this here, and then we're gonna fling away. Take out the Cleffa. Force him to not have a retreater. He confuses himself. Ouch, that sucks for him. He now needs to flip to retreat, which means I think unless he evolves, tables have completely turned. There's another one. I'm gonna get rid of it as soon as I can. He's got to flip to retreat, so we're in good shape. I need to start thinking about keeping this guy going. There's another one. I'm gonna hit this guy then. No, I'd still take out the Cleffa, I think. Definitely the better play. Make sure he doesn't get fresh cards. Matter Exchange is helping him a little bit, but, you know, it's fine. There he goes. He retreats now. He's still only 60 though, so I can actually just KO him. Alright, so we'll bench this guy. And attach this to here, I think. No, I save it because I need one energy in hand at all times. So I fling away. It's Tails, that sucks. Eventually I'll be able to snipe him, it's fine. He doesn't have any attacks incoming at all, so we're gonna be okay. Mew is still threatening, but I'm gonna always keep one with energy, so it should be fine. Okay. Now we fling away. Still Tails. These 2 turns suck. I mean, we have all the momentum, and these 2 turns have slammed the momentum right down on us. Like, it would be so good. We can get rid of this and this at the same time. That'd have been great. Matter Exchange. Well, the good news is Mountain Smasher eventually will do some damage against his deck to maybe deck him out. Is this done to Mew? Prevent all effects of attack damage done to Mew. Yeah, so actually I can still Mountain Smasher against Mew and still discard his deck at least. So that's going to be useful. There's an Abra. I still want to take out this guy. Or maybe I shouldn't, because the rest of these guys are easily attacked, right? Maybe I should just take out the Abra. take 2 prizes and then set him up for a KO next turn. Yeah, let's do that. Now I got 2 energy in hand, so I can start attaching here or here. I'm pretty sure I attach here because this one can go here eventually for the evolution, so I'll do that. Please work. Come on. Fling away. Dude, seriously, 3 turns lost against a deck that is going to destroy me if he gets set up. Like, this is the worst thing ever. There goes another Dark Loom. So now and the Kadabra too, of course. Where is he getting all these cards? It's crazy, man. This is so annoying. I'm going to have to hit the Kadabra now. He could even try to confuse me. That would be awful, man. That would be so bad. Okay, so please, for the love of God, work. Unbelievable. 4 turns lost. He's about to get an attacker set up. Unbelievable. How is this life even possible, dude? We had everything going for us. We had the match. It's just beyond frustration. I just gotta hope he just doesn't have the cards in hand that let me see. Don't apply weakness and resistance. He confused himself, thank God. And then he evolves, right? So that happened too. We have a gold berry on him though, so at least that's that. He'll teleport blast. He'll be 2-shot him though. So alright, seriously, work. 5 turns, man. Come on. 5 turns. You've got to be kidding me, dude. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. We're gonna lose because of baby flips. That's how we lose. And he has the Mew, which is I'm gonna take out the Cleffa. Okay, so what do I do here? Do I attack the Alakazam? Because if I attack the Alakazam, then does 30 to him, and then he does 30 to me, then I do 30 again. So definitely attacking the Alakazam is the right move. This way I can get 2 attacks out of Tyranitar. He has a deck of 14. Okay. Keep in mind I also still have a Cleffa with an energy on him. The important thing here is he has a deck of 14. So I think we can actually deck him out at this point. Mountain Smasher will discard his energy too. Forgot about the plan. What plan is he talking about? I have no idea. Rip Alakazam. Oh, right, because he can't retreat. That's probably what he's thinking, right? Yeah, he touched a Psychic too. He confused me! He confused me! Please work. Come on, man! Come on! What the heck? Can this life get any worse? I lost 5 turns due to baby, and then I get Tails on Confusion Flip. How can this be any worse luck? God, it's just ridiculous. I mean, it's just ridiculous. Alright, we got a situation here. So if I attach another fighting to this one, then I evolve into this. I can use a second attack with the dark energy to get into Tyranitar, but then I need an energy in hand. 21 cards. I have drawn a bunch of trainers. I probably have to risk it, but there's no point in doing so right now, I think, because I'm going to have to do that and then attach energy anyway. Yeah, so I think I hold everything for now. I'm going to have to go for this, man. Like, seriously, can I... What else can I do, right? I gotta go for it, right? I take 2 KOs this way if I do it. Please, work. Come on. Unbelievable. We're at 6 turns and a Tails on a Confusion flip. Fucking life, man. Dude. I hate this game. I just hate this game. It's the dumbest game I ever heard in my life. Completely ridiculously stupid. Like, what is this game? Hate this game. We're gonna do this. We're gonna evolve. Retreat. And an evolution explosion. And it's Tails! Of course. Of course. We flip heads finally on the baby. Do no damage because we flip tails. I mean, at this point, it's comical. At this, right? Like, it's basically comical now. Try it again. Nope. You know, I'm gonna put this battle in the video just to show how ridiculous sometimes this format can be. Oh yeah, by the way, he KOs me. Right. Of course. Of course. Yep. That was fun. This game's fun. Isn't it fun? Oh yeah, by the way, that is 1, 2. We got like 1 more left, maybe. Now we can't deal with the Mew, but I guess we're going with sniping, so we're just gonna evolve at this point, right? Might as well. I'm gonna retreat into this guy. Okay, and then there we go. Watch him flip heads on the baby rule and KO my Cleffa. Yep. Yep. Okay. Do this. We'll do this on this guy. And since we have all trainers, my deck has to be better than that. So I'm just going to retreat. And this. I'll make sure I got a Tyranitar still in the deck somewhere. Probably I do. I have no idea. Try this again one more time. Tails. Okay. Okay. Watch me do it one more time. Tails. He's going to KO me. And that's the match. Fun. Okay. I guess I'm just going to Mountain Smasher. Tails heads. Okay. Two more turns. I get KO'd. And that'll probably be the end. Alright. How do I win this now? I don't think I can. So 3 prizes, 3 cards. I need to get 2 heads here, probably. So we Mountain Slasher. And 2 tails. Yeah. Yay. Fun times. Now we just gotta wait for baby rules. But wait. The baby rule only applies for the opponent. Or, you know, like, he's gonna hit me 1 shot every time. Bench this, retreat. And, yeah. You know, I guess I actually eek. Oh yeah, he can eek too, so that guy doesn't matter, right? Ha. Haha. Tails again. One shot. Oh, wow. Ah, wow. Okay. Let's try it again. Okay. Not like it matters. There's a 60. So he just needs 2 turns. That's all he needed. Yeah. That's all he needed. Enter. Now he's either going to have to try to hit me twice, or he ekes once and sometimes somehow fails. I don't know. Babe rule is the only way I win now. So let's see what he does. Yeah, of course. One shot's everything. Yeah. Yeah, so I'm going to put this in the video so you see the BS that this game is. We had 6 turns of tails against a baby, 1 tails for confusion, and then he hits 2 babies first turn. The other one he hits once, and then the second chance he gets to kill it, he kills it. So, yeah, that's what happened. And by the way, if after all that BS, if we had gotten even 1 or 2 tails on the baby flips here, then he would have decked out. So, yeah, that's the game. Let's go on to the next one. Alright, we got a match against Jam Dude again. The last match was the worst match ever. So let's see if this one goes better. We're starting bad, so if he's playing the same deck, this is not going to be good for us. But we'll draw 3 anyway. He'll help him set up for sure, but he plays another one. Take another 3, cool. Plays another one, okay, which means an Imposter Oak's probably coming in soon, my guess. 3 Ericas in first turn, okay. I mean, the hand is pretty crazy. But he hasn't benched anything though, so there's that. We still don't even know if this is the same deck. It's probably not because it's Erica's, right? So it's probably something else entirely. So that's what I'm gonna assume and move forward with my planning. So based on this hand, we have the full line of everything. We're gonna have to trade the Dark Tyranitar, the dark colored Tyranitar into a Larvitar. Then we have the full line with all the energy we need. So we could probably do Cleffa instead and just evolve the active. So we'll do that. I'm not sure what he's taking so long for. He plays a Zapdos. We have resistance and he has resistance. That's interesting. But we have a Snipe, and that's going to make all the difference in the world. So, and also Electroburn does self-damage, so that helps us out too. So yeah, we're actually in a good position because of that. So we're gonna trade the dark one for a Cleffa, and we're gonna bench the Cleffa. We're gonna double gust, send this guy up, force him to retreat. We're going to attach this here because I just need him to be on the bench to be safe. And then we're gonna end turn. I definitely don't want to give up the hand because I basically have everything I want. The only thing I don't have is more Larvitars. But I just need him to like have to be dealing with the baby and dealing with new hands and all that kind of stuff. Attaches a Goldberry. Looks like he's starting to attack. No, he didn't even. Wait, what? He didn't even attack me. Why not? It doesn't make any sense. But whatever. We'll do this and evolve. And there's a trader, but we don't need it right now, so we're gonna end turn. Next turn we get the Dark Tyranitar up and going. Ouch! Ouch! That hurt me, dude. That hurt. Ouch. Okay. I guess I should have known that was coming because he's playing a Rocket Zapdos with Erika's. So yeah. The downside here is we have no energy left in hand. We have Dark Tyranitar. We can attack with him, but at this point we need a new hand. So there's a Pupitar. There's not worth it to attack, I think. And he doesn't ever one-shot me, right? Because of resistance. If he plays Resistance Gym, what happens? He does 60 and that KOs me. So I do evolve. And I might as well bench this one too then. In the off chance. And I just end turn. I'm gonna save the breeder in case I need a Dark Tyranitar, but I probably won't. There's his last Erica, so we have good manners. We can get another Cleffa. Plays Warp Point. We'll send up the baby Larvitar here. That's fine. He is going to attack me with Electroburn. He has a Goldberry and a full heal. He needs a metal to attack me. Well, he can't even do that, right? Because he has to attach another lightning. So he's just gonna plasma me, which for nothing. He's just gonna absorb energy. I have no idea what he's doing. Anyway, we're gonna attach. We'll play the good manners, I think. How do we do this? I kind of want to continue attaching to Dark Tyranitar. And then Double Gust. He attaches a Steel onto Cleffa? Did he do that this turn? He did. What? The Plasma there must have been a discarded one? Yeah, yeah, I'm not sure what he's talking about, but okay, so first let's just go ahead and good manners. And we'll get another Cleffa, because we got 2 Larvitars going. We're gonna bench the Cleffa, I think. Might as well. And then I just attach this to Dark Tyranitar. I'm fine with that. I could start attacking right now, but I just don't. I want another energy in hand, so I'm gonna end my turn once more. The thing here is if I double gust, all of this is like I'm gonna be double gusting into a baby. Then we gotta flip for a baby rule. We're gonna do that anyway, so that's fine. Now I have a double gust to use, so is he gonna Electroburn me? Doesn't he set himself up for a KO if he does that? I think, right? Because the Electroburn only does 40, and that doesn't even two-shot me, and he takes 30. So we're just gonna Goldberry the active and Mountain Smasher. And I got 1, so I did discard an Imposter Oak, which is pretty good. That helps me out a lot. Heal off the 40. He heals himself off as well. So he's still 3-shotting me, and he's never going to be able to 2-shot me without Resistance Gym. So the question then is, does he play Resistance Gym? If he plays Resistance Gym, it helps me out too, right? Because my fighting resistance becomes 1. So this is kind of an interesting matchup here. So yeah, let's see what he does. I think he needs a steal for sure, right? If he attaches a steal, he does 30 and 10 to himself, which is way better than doing 30 to yourself. He just hits me for 40. There's a breeder into the dark one. Do I take it? I'm not even sure if it's worth it right now, actually. I mean, I remove resistance for myself, but I also remove resistance against him, so he does a full 70 on me. I'm going to hold it in hand for now, and then I just Mountain Slasher. I just need to do 40, that's 2 heads. And instead we get 1 heads, and it's right, I forgot about resistance, so it wouldn't have mattered anyway. So that sucks, actually. Fling Away is also going to do exactly 30, so that's not even going to do anything either. So he's actually fine attacking with Electroburn somehow. Somehow's worked out for him. Mountain Smasher needs 2 heads to do 10. So technically I can do that. There's a dark. And wait a minute, did he just do 20 to himself? He played a potion energy. Okay. Did I just go for it? I'm pretty sure I go for it. And Fling Away does 40, cuts it down to 10, which doesn't KO him, but it does KO one of these guys. It's not worth it. I'm gonna go for the full KO. I guess I'm gonna start evolving this guy. And we're gonna Mountain Slasher, and we take a KO. Nice. And we actually got heads. So we discard an Elm, Cleffa, and a Double Gust. Wow, that's pretty crazy. But a single energy with a Plasma will actually it doesn't KO me, right? Because Plasma only does 20. So we're actually okay somehow. Okay, somehow we're okay. That's crazy. And he's not going to be able to attack me again for at least 4 turns. So, no, 2 turns because of Plasma. So, he hits me for Plasma for 2, then 3, then 1 more. So, yeah, 3 turns. Right? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 3 turns. He plays a Tauros. Uh-oh. Does that KO me? He does, right? Flip 3 coins. Statistically, he'll KO me. But does he go for E? No, he's going to go for it. Yeah, he's going to go for it. That's the smart play. Oh. Woohoo. We're going to Double Gust. Bring up a Cleffa. And we're going to flip. We're going to attach an energy. We're going to bench this. Attach one here. Because I know eventually we're going to have to retreat. And then end turn. Now he's going to have to waste a Double Gust. We already actually discarded one. So he's lost 2 Double Gusts. So there is that. We hit Blaine's Tauros for weakness. So that's actually... Okay, so he has 70 HP. Which, yeah, Fling Away will do that. So if we can set up a KO against them with Fling Away, if we take out a baby and the Tauros in 1 turn, that would be pretty sweet. Next turn, I'm definitely healing off as much damage as possible. And then I'm going to Balloon Berry into the... Uh-oh, what does that mean? He's setting up full speed charge. Flip 4 coins 20 times. Okay, he does 20. So now I Moo-Moo Milk. Of course. Do this. I do this on the active to retreat. And then I attach a Dark onto the Pupitar. And I Fling Away, takes a KO on him, and takes a KO on the other Cleffa. So Fling Away. Take this out, take that. And we take that. We couldn't take a KO on the Cleffa because of the metal, but at least now we have like a 40 instead of an 80. We can start attacking. I mean, we're going to have to deal with babies again, but it's fine. Forgot about Darkness Energy. Yeah, you must have forgot about it, because, yeah, without the Dark, I wouldn't have KO'd. But now we're down to 3 prizes. He doesn't have anything set up. This game took a huge turn. Yeah, it did. Alright, let's see what this thing does. He plays Ruined Wall. When your Pokemon reduce that damage by 30, that's not bad, I guess. Plays Ruined Wall to play another unknown. This deck seems weird. You may look at the top 5 cards. Once you return, you may look at the top 5 cards of your deck and put them back in the same order of your opponent's deck. That's interesting. Wait, let me make sure I read this right. So, top 5 cards from the top of your opponent's deck and put them back in the same order. Okay, so he just basically sees what I draw, which is interesting. He played a good manners. The unknowns have 40 HP, so a Double Gust actually KOs that and a baby. No, it doesn't KO the baby because of the metal. I still think it's worth it, right? I'm pretty sure. Depends on how many Double Gust I've used. I've used 2. This is the third. I think I only played 3. Pretty sure I only played 3. There's a Rocket Zapdos. What's going on with the inactivity? Something's buggy here. From that triple tails after triple heads. Yeah, what's going on? He wasn't inactive, that was weird. Anyway, there's a Goldberry, and he uses Observe to look at my deck. So he retreats, gets Plasma going. Pretty sure I can just KO him. Because, well, no, I can't KO him. So instead, what I can do is Fling Away. He can't attack me next turn for sure. So first I'm going to do this. Set this guy up. I Fling Away. I'll do 10 to the active. And I'll hit something in the bench. Or I can do Mountain Smasher. I'm thinking Fling Away is probably better. Double Gust is probably the best play, right? But then he's just going to bring this guy up. So I Fling Away. And I'll hit the Cleffa. That's fine. If he gives me one more turn, then I can just take out the Cleffa entirely. There's a... Wait, now he's fully set up. So... Thinking the Mountain Smasher. He can't KO me with the Electro Burn. Mountain Smasher can do something, so I'm going to do this to Pupitar to get him set up. And then I just Mountain Smasher him. Now I'm going to Fling Away to just take out the Cleffa. Fling Away the Cleffa. Take a KO there. Down the 2 prizes. We have a Double Gust available as well. So we Double Gust now. Then we can retreat anything. He has to now force himself to retreat something here. So I do this to the active. I retreat into the Pupitar and take a KO. No, I do this. And I can Mountain Smasher, or Fling Away to do 30 to him to avoid resistance. And he'll KO me, that's fine. But he has to do 30 to himself to do it. He Gold Berries, which means that he'll get 20 damage left on the board. Takes a KO. Do this. We'll Garbage Run. This, and this. That's all I need. So Rock Tackle does 10. What I really need is a... So if he does 40 damage to me is exactly right. So unfortunately, he could... Oh, this is going to be rough, man. I'm pretty sure I eke. My intention in this game was to attack with Tauros for a quest, but that failed miserably. Yeah, I mean, fighting decks, when you're doing that, that's going to suck for you. He attaches a Gold Berry, but he needs to attach an energy now. So now you can't play Double Gust for sure, so we're okay there. He has 10 cards left. And I can start setting up this other Larvitar. There's a Metal. Okay, so... Ooh, I can Breeder him. So first we'll do this. Then I'll do this to him. And I think I'm just going to Breeder. Not yet, because I want to use the resistance. So I can now retreat. First I'll do this to give me 110. Can retreat into him. Fling Away will take a... Well, yeah, Fling Away is the way to do it. So Fling Away will do 30 to the bench. Now he has to find a way to get rid of his bench, and we have one prize left, so we should be fine. I mean, if I do 0 to the active, he can't very easily get rid of the unknown, and there's no way to prevent the sniping damage. So that has to be game. This is pretty interesting, resistance and resistance, how it played out, but I think we should be okay at this point. Unless he plays maybe he has some crazy move. Maybe he plays a potion. And actually, a potion wouldn't even help. He has to play Moo-Moo Milk and flip 2 heads. Or he can just play Scoop Up and get rid of the unknown. Or he can confuse me or status me or something. I have no idea. There's a challenge. Click OK. Yeah, I'm actually going to accept it. No, I'm not going to accept it. Yeah, we're not going to do that. Gives him 2 cards, that's fine. If he wants to bench something, that's fine. If he wants to retreat into a baby, that's fine. Eventually, we'll get a Dark Tyranitar set up. Plays Ruin Wall to get another unknown. What does this one do? Never good manners. Whenever darkness wanted to reduce their damage by 30. Alright, so that kind of ruins that plan. I'm actually glad I didn't breeder it just yet. Then he's got another one. Undo. If you have UNDO on your bench, you may return your active and all cards attached to your hand. So he has a U. So that's an N. This is a U. This is a D. So he just needs the O. Did I KO the O already? He actually might have recovered it by now. To the end because it has to be on the bench. Yeah. We got pretty lucky with that one Mountain Smasher flip that actually KO'd the Zapdos. That was the make or break moment of the match. After that, I mean, it was kind of all downhill. Alright, GG, man. Might as well just do this to this. Fling away. Last prize. Alright, that's it for Dark Tyranitar. We're gonna have to move on to other decks. I've played too many matches with this thing to trying to get some good matches to record. We had one absolutely awful match, which is definitely going in the video, just so you can see how bad luck can affect the matchup. Like, we were literally at the top of everything, and then it just got destroyed. Like, we went from 100% winning, we went from 99% winning to 0% winning in the span of like 10 turns because of flips. It was bad. That's gonna be the takeaway for me for this video, is actually just the awful luck that I had in that match. Also, the first match we had the best luck imaginable, and we quickly won that. But as it is in life, you remember your losses more than your wins. Anyway, let's go on to the next video. Not sure what we're gonna do, but I'll figure something out, and I'll see you guys then. If you like what you're watching, then, like and subscribe, all that jazz. Let me know in the comments what you think of the matches and the format and all that, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.